Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for July 16th. Currently looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed down today. I do believe this pair is moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Currently looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 95.07, possibly as low as 92.52. Look for some resistance around 94.44 and look for some support around 93.25 in this particular pair. Now, switching to the Euro-USD pair, this particular pair is closed higher, moving sideways, biased to the upside. We're currently looking for this pair to hit some resistance and possibly go as high as 141.66, possibly hitting support at 141.03 in this particular pair. Now, looking at the pound US dollar pair, this pair closed higher, is moving sideways, biased is sideways also overall. We are looking for this pair to hit some resistance and move possibly as high as 165.25, possibly as low into support at 163.43. Now look at the US Swiss. This pair closed down. It did break some previous support, but pulled back and closed above other support. So still moving sideways, still have a bias that is sideways currently. Did close down for the day, however. We are looking for this pair to possibly go as high as 1.0867, possibly as low as 1.0625. Look for some resistance around 1.0784 and look for some support around 1.0701. Now, as far as going into tomorrow's session, as far as news announcements goes, we have the Canadian dollar releasing their CPI for June at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is we have that this has dropped from 0.1% down to negative 0.3%. As far as what I'm looking at during this next session, take a look at the pound Swiss. We have a swing trade setup that occurred over the last 3 sessions. And if you draw your trend line straight, which mine isn't always straight, but if you draw your trend line straight, look for a short at 176.09. And if you take a look at some of the areas of previous support, we have 2 points. This is 40 pips roughly, and the second one is right around the 90 area. This would be a great trade if we get a break below the 1.7609 level to go ahead and go short. Look for it to tag this point. If it does that, go ahead and move your stop loss down to break even in case it pulls back. And of course, if it doesn't, look for it to hit this previous support area that we've seen during these 3 sessions. And we could definitely see that hit. Now, you know, this formed a swing trade to the upside. If you take a look at this trade, even though it closed down, we were moving to the upside. If you notice, it came all the way up here past previous support levels and almost tagged some resistance levels. This also, if you notice, is about the same price. Remember that support and resistance typically come in areas, not price. So it may be in an area such as this, you know, maybe a little bit closer together that you can pinpoint, or not pinpoint, but you can definitely get within the realm of reason for those support and resistance areas, and then try to get price and a trade that is within that, within these bounds of possibility as far as it hitting some support and resistance. So don't try to pinpoint the actual price, just try to get within the area. And if you can get good at moving from one, you know, area of resistance, say, to areas of support and be able to take the middle out, you'll make lots and lots of money in the Forex. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.